I worked 4 years to graduate college with honors, and my parents rewarded me with a single pepperoni pizza. That same day, I found out they secretly drained my entire college savings account to fund my spoiled sister's jewelry hobby. They thought I'd just swallow the disrespect, but instead, I blew up their perfect family image and vanished. My younger sister Maddie was the undisputed golden child. 2 years ago, she barely scraped through high school, and they threw her a massive catered backyard bash with tents and a DJ. When I finally graduated college, the first in the family to do it without loans, I walked across the stage to an empty row. My parents didn't bother to show up. They just texted a vague promise of a little dinner. I drove back to our suburban house expecting at least a cake. Instead, my dad was watching golf, Maddie was scrolling her phone, and my mom slid a cardboard box onto the kitchen counter. "Happy graduation," she said, telling me they got my favorite pepperoni. Maddie didn't even look up, just muttered that I was lucky because dad wanted McDonald's. I stared at the pathetic ketchup heart my mom squirted onto a paper plate. I snapped a selfie with the pizza and walked right back out the door. I checked into a cheap motel to clear my head. While I was sitting there, I saw on Instagram that they took Maddie to a vineyard to celebrate her summer kickoff. They hijacked my graduation weekend. I finally went back to the house to pack my stuff while they were at work. I walked into the quiet kitchen. The pizza box was still sitting in the trash. I noticed the family document drawer was locked. I found the hidden key taped underneath. I slid the small key into the lock. I turned it until it clicked. I pulled the heavy drawer open. I sifted through the thick stack of tax returns. Then, a bank statement caught my eye. It had my name printed on the top corner. I pulled the envelope out. The paper felt heavy in my hand. It was my college fund statement. The total account balance was 0. Closed 3 years ago by M. Dawson. I flipped to the next page. The missing money hadn't just vanished. It was transferred to a small business LLC. My parents took my tuition money. They handed thousands of dollars to Maddie for her Etsy shop. I felt the blood drain from my face. I had worked late nights and miserable summer jobs to survive while they funneled my future into her bracelets. I didn't yell. I didn't confront them. I pulled out my phone. I snapped crystal clear photos of every document, transfer, and banking record. Then, I packed my bags and left the house for good. I pulled my name off every joint account. I became a total ghost. Maddie's 21st birthday was coming up, and they were planning a blowout party. The day before the event, I drafted a cold, professional email. I attached the photos, the LLC registration, and the bank statements. I CC'd my parents, Maddie, my aunt, and every relative who made excuses for them. "You told me to be grateful for a pizza while handing her my savings on a silver platter," I typed. "I won't be attending. Consider this my permanent RSVP." I hit send. My phone immediately melted down. My mom left frantic voicemails screaming that I took the documents out of context. Maddie posted a crying selfie about haters, but the damage was done. Half the guest list bailed on her party after seeing the hard proof of their theft. I changed my passwords, packed my car, and drove straight to Chicago for a marketing job. I cut them off entirely. A year later, Maddie got married. They sent me an invite with 2 options: accept with joy or decline with regret. I didn't check either. Instead, on the exact day she walked down the aisle, I flew my grandma out to Chicago. We walked down Michigan Avenue, and I bought her a hot dog. I posted a picture of us on a park bench with the caption, "Found the family that shows up." I didn't miss my family. I missed the idea of them. Walking away wasn't running. It was finally releasing my breath.